in the next 20 minutes. I'm going to do a value range. I want equity, right? I want 0 to 50% at the time of purchase. I think that would safely put them with equity. Wouldn't we all agree on that? And then include that. So if you want to do strictly underwater, then you do 150 loan to value, 200% loan to value or greater, right? Simple as that. All right, so now I've got the loan to value ratios. The next thing I want to do is foreclosure details. I personally like notice of trustee sale. That's me. I just like auction dates. That is my whole universe. That is my wheelhouse. Me as an investor, me as a realtor. These are people who have to sell. And now with my new close, you'll see why, because I'm going to show you my close. I also want to do some property situation details. I want to make sure it's owner occupied. So I click the yes button and add that. I want to make sure that the property is not vacant. I know I'm going quickly. I am shooting the video so you'll be able to see it. I don't want them to have moved. I'm going to add that. And I don't want them to have filed bankruptcy. No. Add. Include. I don't want them to be deceased. I'm not dealing with probate. And last but not least, I think that covers everything, right? Do I need a property situation? Let me see. Nope, that's perfect. There is also a catch purchase 100%. You can do that. I think it narrows your search too much. 0 to 50% loan to value is fine, but this cash purchase 100%, I guess it's great if you're looking for free and clear. I just don't see any reason why they'd sell in the current market. So I want them to, they've got the loan to value ratio, they've got all this in place, and then I just hit the calculate button, right? So as you guys know, with the monster, I'm only looking for between 18 and 36 houses. So anything I get is going to be juice. I'm going to take a wild guess. It's going to be in the range of 30 to 40 people. It's 117 people who have equity within a 20-mile radius. That's a lot. So can I narrow it down? Yes. I can change my geo search down, but there are 170 people that have sale dates. Unbelievable. They have sale dates. God, that's a big number. That have equity, that haven't moved. So I would narrow this down. I'd probably do it by price range, location, probably pull a few of these. You guys all understand that I only want 36 of these. I'd probably pull all 117 and put them out all month long and put out, 30 a week max, because I'm going to get those 3 to 5 appointments every single week. For those of you who don't have the monster, that is the very first step. Once I have selected it, my next step is, of course, to get my Avery labels, get them into my printer, set up my call center, download my monster marketing labels, right? It opens up in a zip folder. Then I'm going to print out what we call the template, which is the Avery label 6464 comes 6 to a batch. So I'm setting up my delivery process, right? So that's basically what they are. It's setting up a delivery process. I'm going to use, there's all the different monster versions. I'm going to open it up and select my monster. Personally, the X color is the most popular. Right now, it's getting the highest results. So I'm going to open it up in PDF or Publisher, either one, add my call center number to it. Then I'm going to use MapQuest or Root for Me. I use Root for Me because it has an app. They also have a 7-day trial. I'm going to go out and I'm going to put 18 up on Monday, probably 18 to 20. If I've got 117 of them, and I got to break it down over 4 weeks, it's probably 30. I probably put 30 up on Monday, every Monday of the 117. That's a lot of properties, right? So I'm going to map out 30. That'll take a couple of hours. People ask me all the time. I put it on the outside of the mailbox first. Okay, you got to envision yourself actually getting out of the car. Don't knock on the door. Don't do any of that. Just go put the tag. We call it tagging on the mailbox, the garage door, or the front door. Pete, to answer your question, what's the foreclosure date range? I select all of them. Any sale date. Why? Because if they didn't have equity or they were underwater, I'd give them to David anyway. But since David is also my escrow company and all my transactions, everything I have, basically, this is one of the reasons why you use David when you're an investor. I just turn everything over to David and let him handle it in those cases. I don't really run into those problems very often. As simple as that. Up till now, I've been chasing people that don't have equity because I can get a lower price. But I know everybody has been obsessing over, I want a listing that's not underwater, that is in a short sale. And I have been trying to scream on the holy high mountains that people are missing payments who have equity right now. And it makes all the sense in the world to go after these people. And there's a higher response rate when they do have equity. Their response at the front door is going to be exactly the same, right? So once I plan out my route, I can click and download my sample package. When you do your 1 hour one-on-one startup call, we actually help you put together your own package, right? And put it together. You have your package. You work on your script. Remember the 3 V's, right? Value in me, value in them, value in my delivery. David isn't chiming in, so I'm hoping I'm doing okay. This is where my new close comes in. I premiered this a couple of days ago, so for everybody watching this or hearing this, this only works with people who've missed payments. So you've kind of got to embrace the whole I missed a payment. So I go to the door with a copy of their notice of sale, as we've talked about literally for the last 4 weeks with different people, different closers, right? Number one objection, don't worry, I've got this handled. I'm working on a loan mod, blah, blah, blah. So to your point, Pete, you're going to like this. So of the 5 face-to-face, I'll talk to Pete, who's a brand new Monster member. I'm going to guess that all 5 of them said, don't worry about it, got it handled, right? We're working on a loan mod. Bank's going to let us stay here, period, end of sentence, correct? That would be my wild stab in the dark. 3 of them, yes. All right. Well, I'm going to close all 3 of them for you right now, Pete. Here's the easy part, Pete. If they've really got sale dates coming up, you need to go get them under contract, get them over to David Bartels. Again, homeloanadvocates.com. He will be on next week talking away. All right. So for the 3 that you have that are, they've quote unquote, I wish you could see me doing air quotes, quote unquote, have it handled. Here is the close. You give them the basic package. You go through all the scripting. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm sure you've got it handled. Take a tablet with you, your iPhone, your smartphone, something that is visual, and open up auction.com. Everybody following me? By a show of hands, you all follow me? Tablet, iPhone, anything that you can connect with at the door. You give them all their package, let them say their entire piece. I don't care what you're doing. Let them talk. Let them talk for 20 minutes. For those that don't have the Monster, I'm going to explain this. They're going to talk to you for 20 or 30 minutes. Easily. Okay? It's a qualified face-to-face, right? When I put this stuff up, they're going to go into the call center. Call center is going to turn it into a qualified lead. They have the scripts. I'm going to get an appointment. When I go on my appointment, I can either slide dial them or show up and retag them, but that's part of the system. So when I finally get face-to-face with the homeowner as a realtor or an investor, you give them the package, you talk to them, you are going to hear the magic words, right, Pete? Don't worry about it. I know I have a sale date. I've got it handled. I got a lawyer. I've got a magical elf. I've got a fairy. I'm going to get a loan mod. Does everybody agree by a show of hands that this is basically the biggest objection on the planet? Thank you, Barbara. Nobody else agrees. Either that or they don't know where the hand raising button is. Either that or you guys don't have the monster. All right, for those of you who don't have the monster, again, send me an email at leehonish@yahoo.com. I will send you a link. You can sign up. Let me say this, because we guarantee it. I guarantee I will put you face to face with people just like this. All right, ready, Pete? Here's your close. We're gonna slam this thing down. I hope David likes this. I don't even know if David's still on the call, but I hope David likes this. Here we go. So they're going to tell you I'm working on a loan mod. I'm talking to the bank. The Easter Bunny is real. Whatever. Nobody wants to sell their home, right? We accept that. So what I do is I stand right in front of them with my tablet and I go, okay, I agree with you. Let's just put in your zip code, 90640 into auction.com. Hi, homeowner. Do you know what auction.com is? It is the place where they list all the REOs and foreclosures. And these 5 houses that you're looking at right now, every single one of them believed that they had a loan mod and a sale date just like you. And I can tell you with 100% honesty, 100% of these people believe that they had a loan mod. And in fact, 476 Via Norte, right there, 476 Via Norte, I talked to him personally. You know what? He told me exactly what you told me as well. I got it handled. Don't worry. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate the information. Sure, you can follow up with me. You know what? Chased right after that loan modification. You know what he lost out on? Money to move, an ability to change his credit situation. Now he has a foreclosure on his credit. How'd I do, David? Did I slam it? It's kinesthetic. It's super strong. David loved it. I'm glad you guys liked it. Do you ever go to the house without having it labeled first? No, I do not, Barbara. I do not. I do not. I do not. I do not. I always put my tag. I'm always invited over. That goes back to permission marketing by a man I'd like to call friend, Seth Godin, a man I'd like to call mentor and friend, right? Do we need our real estate license number on the tag? You do not, Steve. What you need to have is the disclosure that is in your packet that discloses you're a realtor when you show up at the door. Of course, you should check with your board, but it's a longer explanation than that, and I'm happy to explain it to you. Send me an email, and I'll explain it to you in greater detail if your broker's a stickler on it. But no, my marketing piece is one of the few that has been run through the Bureau of Real Estate here in California a few hundred times. It is the Mr. Realty close, Mr. Reality close. I agree, Jeff. It's super strong. He, the homeowner, controls the timeline with a short sale. I agree, Steve. If it were me, I'd probably pick people that are strictly a short sale, that are underwater. But people who have equity, okay, this is mind-blowing to me, right? People who have equity that have a sale date, thinking they're going to get a loan mod at the last minute. And I'm looking at 6 properties in their neighborhood where there shouldn't be anybody on this call that doubts this. 100% of the people that you are looking at on my screen right now, every single one of them thought they had a loan mod. Every single one of them. Every single one of them thought they had a loan mod in place. 100%. And if it were me, I would just point at one, whichever one's close to them, point at it and go, this guy right here I talked to last week, went over as a homeowner advocate. I guarantee that's what he said. Guarantee it. You're not lying. You're not stretching the truth. 100% of the people you were looking at on the screen was working on a loan mod. 100% of these people said they had it handled. 100% of these people told their loved one, don't worry, I got this covered. So homeowner, what's your plan B? Everybody think